How's it going, everybody? GetRec57 here. And in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the January 16th balance changes that are going to be coming tomorrow, along with the release of Deadpool into Marvel Rivals Season 6. So, I have high hopes for this balance change because they really missed on the last one. So, I'm really hoping that we have a good patch notes here. So, I'm going to go through it, tell you what I think, tell you if these are good balance changes, if these balance changes aren't going to do shit for the meta, and just see in general what they got cooked for this Friday. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So let's start off with Vanguard. Angela, we're making it slightly easier to knock Angela out of the fray. Reduce shield stance shield value from 350 to 300. Okay, so a simple change. They're just making Angela's shield less healthy, so she has little less survivability. Okay, not a huge balance change. It definitely will make it harder, like easier to kill her, like slightly. Um, she'll probably still play the same. This probably doesn't really change much when it comes to Angela. I'll take it though. Angela's been pretty annoying for me. I play against her all the time, so that's fine. Captain America. It's time for a little more Star Spangled offense. Reduced vibranium energy saw cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Energy saw cooldown. I'm not sure what this is. I'm guessing that this is the shield throw, and I'm gonna assume it's a shield throw. So from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. So he can do his shield throw 2 seconds earlier. Okay, another very small micro buff, nothing too big. Just gives him a little bit more damage. Sure. Doctor Strange. Excuse me. Almost had to sneeze. Okay. Increase the Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.2 to 1.3. So a 0.1 increase to his ease damage. So from 1.2 damage to 1.3 damage. So he's going to deal more damage with his E. That's pretty good considering his E was already pretty strong. Cloak of Levitation, new effect. Recasting during use now interrupts the ability. Preserves current movement and allows for new movement input to change trajectory. Recasting during use now interrupts the ability. Preserves current movement speed. Allows for new movement input to change trajectory. What? That sounds very weird. Okay, this looks interesting. I have no idea what that means, but we'll have to see tomorrow when I get access to all the new stuff. Emma Frost. The White Queen's energy gain gets a little bit more dazzling. Increased energy gained. Hero hits from 10 a second to, so they're buffing Emma? Why? From 10 a second to 12 a second. Sentience hits from 15 seconds to 18 a second, and shield. So they're just buffing her lasers damage per second on everything. Heroes, sentience meaning I assume like penny mine fields and rocket respawn anchors, and shield damage. Okay, sure. Hulk. Hulk needs help. Like he really needs help. So let's see what they do from here. Reduced Hero Hulk Incredible Leap minimum charge time from 0.5 to 0.4. Maximum charge time from 2 seconds to 1.7 seconds. So I think they made it so that his jump comes back quicker. So basically, his jump takes less time to charge now. In Hero Hulk form, reduce Gamma Burst cooldowns from 8 seconds to 6 seconds and increase projectile damage from 7 to 75. In Hero Hulk form, reduce Gamma Burst cooldown. So I assume this is his clap. So now his clap comes back every 6 seconds, and the damage is increased from 70 to 75. Okay. In Hulk, Monster Hulk form, this is ultimate. Hulk is now immune to launch and knockback effects. Ooh. To launch and knockback effect. So that's he's immune to Angela's, like when Angela's primary fire is fully charged, he's immune to the knockback from that. I'm gonna guess that Bucky can't push him with the shift anymore. Invis is not gonna be able to push him either. That's pretty interesting. It's not it's not CC immunity. It's like partial crowd control immunity. That's very interesting. Okay, Duelist, Black Panther. Worst DPS in the game. Let's see what they do for him. Panther's offense and defense are slightly up. Increase spear toss damage from 45 to 50. Gain 50% damage reduction during Bass Descent. Ultimate ability startup animation. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. So the spear does more damage on impact, which is okay. That means the spear dash combo will definitely do a lot more damage now. Or a little bit, 10 more damage during that combo, which isn't horrible. Gain 50%. This is I think this should have been in the game the whole time. His startup animation, it's really easy to kill him during that, right? So giving him 50% damage reduction during the startup is actually pretty good. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, Blade. Another character that has literally been bad since his release. He's never been good. So they're doing a lot, it would appear. Daywalker's threat level rises. Choose your weapon wisely. When wielding shotgun, the Daywalker dash new effect. Slow enemies by 40% for 1.5 seconds. Increase second hit damage from 20 to 50. So when you shift the anti-heal, it now gives the enemy slowing effect by 40%. And the damage what he does is he hits you initially, and then the shot from the gun does damage. The shot from the gun will now do 50 damage instead of 20, a whole 30 increase. That's pretty good. When wielding Ancestral Sword, Daywalker dash new effect. Remove slow effect from enemies and apply 8% healing reduction per strike. 32% total of all hit for 3 seconds. Reduce damage from 15 to 8 per hit. Remove slow effect from enemies and apply 8% healing reduction per strike. So when he does his whirlwind, every time he hits the whirlwind, it's going to apply 8% healing reduction up to 32%. For 3 seconds, reduce damage from 15 to 8 per hit. Does that mean that he does less damage to the person during that 3 seconds, but they have healing reduction? It's very interesting text. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But the anti-heal being applied during the sword shift now is very good. Because he didn't apply anti-heal during his sword form, only when he was in the gun form, but now he applies it in the sword form as well. Very interesting. Reduced pellets fired per round of shotgun from 12 to 11. Damage fall off now starts at 15 meters, was 20. At 30. So they've nerfed the shotgun now. So they're trying to make him more of a sword guy. Because they nerfed the shotgun's damage. They made it have more damage fall off. It has less pellets per shot. And damage drops to 50% of base. Was 40. So it makes it worse. Okay. Daredevil. I really hope they don't nerf him too bad. I really don't. I really do. I really hope they don't nerf him that bad. Alright. Daredevil's chain high damage range damage. So I assume this is his chain high damage. I assume this is his when you click E and you click left click and it slams the chains in the ground. So they've reduced it from 80 to 75. Devil's Throw, meaning the right click, so E right click, has been reduced by 2.5 damage to 30. Was 65 now to 60 on a single target. Reduce fury gain from Devil's Latch when grappling a surface from 2 to 1. So these two were like not like the biggest problem. This is now gonna make him really bad. Because his Devil's Latch is one of the only ways for him to gain back Fury when not battling people. So this is gonna kill him. I could tell you that right now. This is gonna make him very, very bad. Because Devil's Latch was one of the only ways to regenerate the Fury, other than actually hitting people in melee combat. So he's gonna be bad now. Unfortunate, man. It's too bad because this is barely anything for a melee character. This is probably not gonna do. I mean, we'll see. Because again, the ultimate is still bad, and then they've nerfed Daredevil. I don't know, man. Iron Fist. Okay, so Iron Fist is a melee character. It's actually getting buff. Increased damage of Jeet Kundu's first strikes from 30 to 35. So I assume that's his regular primary fire. Increased Dragon's effects maximum duration. They're increasing how long he gets block? Why? That's not his problem. God, man. Okay, so they increase his block duration, which is stupid because his block is already the strongest part of him. Holy crap. Is that it for duelists? Just Namor and that's it? Holy crap. They didn't nerf Hela, they didn't nerf Hawkeye. Holy crap. No Hela, no Hawkeye, no Phoenix nerfs. Wow. This dev team has no idea what they're doing. They literally said that Hela, Phoenix, Bucky, all these characters had been the highest, like, some of the highest pick rates in their video, and they didn't nerf them. They just buffed Namor. Okay. Reduce aquatic domination time for a single charge from 12 seconds to 10. Aquatic Dominion. Is this his squid? Does he get squids more often now? Is this what that is? Oh my god, dude. Increased monster spawn health. They increased the squid's health and damage. Increased enhanced monster spawn damage. And then they buffed it. They buffed how much damage it does when it's in its enhanced form. What the hell, dude? Alright, they better cook on the supports, man, because otherwise this game is cooked. Reduce dagger storm healing from 55 to 45. Okay, good. Less healing. New effect. When the spell field is created, allies in range get a one-time healing of 60. Okay. So I assume this is just, yeah. Okay. So a burst healing for Cloak. How nice. Veil of Light Force and Terror Cape adjustments. These two abilities now share charges capped out at 2, with each taking 10 seconds to recharge. After using either, both abilities enter a 2-second cooldown. Okay, this is no problem. I don't mind this. Basically, you can use... Basically, they have 2 charges on the cape, the wall abilities. So you can use 2 Discord walls, like pretty much back to back, each with a 10-second cooldown. So it's like the Bucky's E. It now has a charge. This is pretty good because this increases offense. So I don't mind this. This, I don't get it. Cloak is already decent. So, okay, whatever. Gambit. Gotta nerf him. Reduce big easy impact healing amount per explosion from 25 to 15. Total from 75 to 45. Reduce big easy impact healing amount per explosion. Impact healing. Okay. Reduced Raging Royal Flush's healing from 75 to 55. So this is his ultimate. So they reduced the healing. So now it's easier to kill people through Gambit ult. Okay. Bridge boost bounce on single target are now set to a maximum of 2. Oh, so now when he clicks his E and he does the chain heal with his cards, it can only bounce off of one person twice, meaning they could only get hit with that chain twice, and then it can't go to them again. So this reduces his E's chain healing. Okay, pretty good. This is a good change, making the survivability, because Gambit ult should be used more for offense anyway. It should not be a survivability tool. So this is pretty good. You'll still get healing. It just won't be as aggressive. So now Gambit has to actually be careful not to put himself in a bad spot where he can die through ultimate. And this is okay. Reducing his healing, yeah. Make him more of an off support. I don't mind that. I don't know what this does, but it's reducing something. So you know what? Not bad. Invis, nerf this. Like, kill this character. Reduce guard and shield value from 250 to 200. W, probably could be 150. Reduce shield restoration rate after reclaiming from 42 a second to 34 a second. Total time unchanged. Reduced shield restoration rate. Oh, so okay. So her shield recharges less time, but it's got less health, which means that technically the time is unchanged because it still takes the same amount of time to get to this. Got it. And then the healing provided to Invis has been halved. Holy. So reduce Guardian Shield healing to Invisible Woman by 50%, basically. From 50 per second to so her shield is gonna self-heal herself a lot, like literally 50% less now. Okay. Rocket getting a nerf as well. Reduce movement speed during wild crawl from 10 meters a second to 8 meters. So he crawls on the walls 2 meters a second slower. I still don't think he's going to be easy to kill, but okay. And that's it. Let's quickly check out the changes to the team ups. No more tidal waves of pain. Namor's team up gets nerfed. Increased tidal dirge cooldown. So this is his when they puts the Discord tidal wave on the ground and explodes. Its cooldown has been increased by 10 seconds. Reduce undead monster damage from 12 to 10. So when you get a kill and one of those squid spawns, the damage on that squid is reduced. Reduce berserk state undead monster damage from 7 to 6. So now when it's in its supercharged form, it does a damage less. Okay. Mantis, Groot, Loki. Loki's blessing is less overwhelming. Reduce defect blessing ally damage boost effect from 25% to 15%. Okay, so a nerf to the Loki Mantis team up. Sure. The team up with Spidey and Torch has been removed. Good. It was one of the worst team ups in the game. Rocket Penny. So Penny is no longer with the Rocket Star-Lord team up. And now Penny Parker. Oh, here we go. Mr. Pool's interdimensional toy box. Jeff gains the Cuddle Buddy ability through his team up. As team up anchor, Deadpool gains 50%, 50 more health on Vanguard, 5% damage on Duelist, 5% healing on Strategist. And then Spider-Man now goes with Penny. As the team up anchor, Penny gains 50 HP. Spider-Man unlocks the sticky web ability. And that is it. Good support nerfs. The buffs, the way that they chose to buff some of these characters like this is very interesting. Black Panther and Blade's buffs are very interesting. Hulk's buffs are just general, just quality of life buffs. These micro buff, micro nerf, I'll take it. This is going to be really nice for Strange, I think. I don't know how this Cloak of Levitation is going to work. Emma getting a buff is uncalled for. But I'm missing a severe amount of nerfs in the duelist area. Where's the Hela nerf? Where is the slight moon? Not a big one, but slight Moon Knight nerf. Where's the Phoenix nerf? Nerf her ultimate back down to the HP it was at originally. Make it killable again. Where's the nerf, like, to Bucky as well? But you're trying to tell me Bucky doesn't get nerfed? Bucky, Hela, Hawkeye, Phoenix. Okay, so once again, this biased ass dev team has nerfed the dive character, but left the other 4 broken ones just as is. Because they're hit scans and projectile, like, and OP projectile heroes. So they need to be left unchanged because they need to be broken. This company's never going to change. The meta will never change. Guess what? It's going to be Hawkeye Hela again. Hawkeye Hela are going to be the bans next season. Mark my words. Mark my words. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Hela, Hawkeye, Phoenix, and Bucky. And guess what? Now it's just no more Daredevil because they nerfed him really bad because he's a dive character, right? Dive characters are not allowed to be good. That's what this game is saying now. Dive characters are just not allowed to be good. No buff to Venom, even though Venom was really, really bad. They buffed Hulk and they buffed Cap, but this isn't going to do anything to make Dive good. Dive is still terrible. So, once again, just straight showing that people who play the actually skilled characters are not allowed, their characters are not allowed to be good. It's just I'm giving them a D on these nerfs. These are terrible nerfs. These ones, okay, strategist nerfs are good. Tank changes are like mid. Duelist, they've completely missed again. So what? Ready for a month 3 of Hela, Hawkeye, Bucky, and Phoenix? Because that's what's gonna happen. And I really don't think the introduction of Deadpool is gonna change anything. It's not really gonna change how, like, if which DPS is good or not. Welcome to the 3rd season in a row where Hela, Hawkeye, Bucky, and Phoenix are permabans pretty much because they refuse to nerf those characters. I don't know what to say, man. I can't believe. What stats are they looking at? Hawkeye and Hela were like permaban. Hawkeye, Hela, Gambit, and Invis were permabanned in my lobbies all the way up to Celestial, from mid gold all the way up until Celestial 3. Hawkeye and Hela were pretty much permabanned, and they've once again not nerfed them. They're just letting this game be run by 3 or 4 characters this every time. And then if one of the characters that is actually like, if the one character that is also up there with those 4 characters that they nerfed, the one that they actually nerfed was the dive one. So once again, so we nerf supports, but we're gonna nerf the things that kill supports. Like, it just I don't get it. I don't even know what they're doing at this point. They buffed Namor, so Hela Namor is still gonna be good, even though the team up got reduced. Who cares? Just play Hela Namor. Daredevil gets nerfed, so no more dive. As if there was any dive to begin with. Last season there was no dive being played because it's just not good. And this buff, Hulk is a semi-dive character and Cap is a dive character, but this buff to Cap is barely anything. This buff to Hulk is good, but is it going to make dive strong? No. And then they've given Spider-Man, the only other dive character that they gave a quote-unquote buff to, is they gave him an actual, what might actually be a useful team-up with a character that is not meant to dive. It's Penny Parker, for God's sakes, man. Her whole idea is bunker. Spider-Man does not play bunker. And then this buff to, like, let's not act like this buff to Black Panther is going to do anything. It's not. It's not. This is good. This is cool. This is whatever. This isn't going to make him good. He's still going to be unplayable. Especially considering you just pick thing. If your team happens to be dying to a Black Panther, you pick thing and you slam him and he's dead. So once again, probably like the 3rd or 4th season in a row where Dive is pretty much unplayable. The only character that was playable in Dive was Daredevil, and now Daredevil isn't good because the bottom one is really what kills him here, because this is very important. And now they've nerfed it. So get ready for another season of Hela and Hawkeye and Phoenix and Bucky. As if those characters haven't been broken for many seasons in a row already. It's going to be another season of this. Alright, thank y'all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see y'all on the next one. Disappointing.